K Radio.
Most definitely the trendiest sounds online. It is a K Radio. This right here is the open book, man. We out here in the back room as always. You know, this is where this happens, man. My name is Pops. Good afternoon to you. We're going to be having yet another conversation, man. And you know how it is. Always this music. Today we got a young man who was born in Zim, and you know, relocated to Jersey, you know, where he started his high schooling and everything else. And here's the thing about it, you know, I think music just kind of happened to this young man, and he went on to kind of form his own recording label, you know, studio and all of that, by the name of Strive and Prosper Records. I love that name, Strive and Prosper Records and everything else, you know. But you know, you do look at him, I think, you know, like all of us, we've all had our challenges. We've all have had our trials and tribulations, you know, in this whole life thing and all of that. But the one thing about him is he decided, you know, to be very, very, very much persistent when he does come to the music. His latest single is titled "Change," and you know, don't we all just need that? As I say, change is as good as a holiday. But who am I talking about? I guess today, he's a problem. I don't know if it is one that we can solve, like AKA. But hey, Ray, the problem is his name. My guy, what's happening, dude?
You know what it is, man. I don't know what's popping.
You don't know what's popping? What do you mean?
I should be asking.
You popping. You popping.
And the guy that you
Shout
hear
out,
in there,
shout out.
his name is Trevor, man. A good friend of Ray as well.
What's
Trevor,
up?
how you
What's
doing,
up?
man?
I'm really
Yeah.
good. How you doing, Pops?
You easy.
Easy, man.
That's
Good
just what
to
it
be
is,
here.
man.
Good to be here.
That's my blood
Gents,
right there.
Let's talk, man. Ray, Trevor, who are you guys? You know, give us a bit of info, the inside juice.
I can say Radio Problem is a recording artist,
Sure.
you know, who came up with the plan of putting other artists on a platform. Because I stay in Rodipod, you know,
Yeah.
you get a lot of people who be asking about like recording studios,
Sure.
but they don't get that kind of platform.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know, since I'm in love with music, I should start up my own thing, which is Strive and Prosper.
Yeah.
So an artist that decided, let me come up with a solution.
yeah,
You know, a
something.
solution to a problem that we all do face as artists.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Trevor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do you guys meet, and you know, how do you know each other?
So Ray is actually one of the associated acts of my brother's movement. Let me put it that
Sure.
way.
Yeah.
So my brother's an artist in his own right.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Deezy, man.
Shout out Deez. Yeah, Deez, the 90s kid.
Yeah.
So I just came across Ray, I think it was a couple months ago. And I really resonate with the whole movement, Strive and Prosper, as for the mere fact that in a place like the West Rand, you come across so many artistic people, so many talented people who don't have a platform to showcase what they've got,
Yeah.
you know? And then
Yeah.
a lot of talent ends up wasting itself down the drain.
Sure.
And people aren't heard. So I just resonate with the movement that Strive and Prosper's bringing to the table at this point. And that's why I stand with Ray, man. I stand with the studio.
Strive and Prosper, man.
Yeah, man.
We'll talk more about Strive and Prosper, you know, that's just that whole name. But Ray,
Okay.
take us back home, man. You know, growing up, I know you're born in Harare and all of that. You
Yeah.
relocated to Jozi. But Ray, as a kid, growing up, man, what was that like?
Yo, man, it wasn't an easy time. Like, you know, I grew up with my auntie.
Sure.
You know, back in the villages, you get people who go to South Africa, which is, you know, we're in South Africa right now. You know, parents go to South Africa to try to look for something just to put food on the table for their families. So my auntie, like, you know, she was that strict. She was a teacher at a boarding school.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, everything that my parents used to send me, like clothes, you know, she used to like take them and then she would tell me days to like wear those kind of clothes. So you can only imagine. It's like that feeling when you get a new clothes. You can't
you can't
even
wear
wait.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So she had that kind of heart. Like, you know, even though she was the one who made me who I am today, but yo, it wasn't that easy, my man.
Old school raising.
Yeah,
You know,
it wasn't
raising,
that
like
easy.
straight and all of that. Yay!
Ooh.
Church clothes, Christmas
Guidelines.
clothes, all of
Yeah,
that.
yo.
Yeah.
Full on
yo.
guidelines.
So you went to boarding school, my guy?
It wasn't she taught at a boarding school, but I went.
Your aunt taught her in boarding.
Yeah.
You didn't go to the boarding
Yeah, I never went to a boarding school.
school. Why didn't you go to boarding school? Boarding school is best, man.
Yeah, but you know, I had my auntie. She used to teach me everything.
Yeah.
So I think in that department I was covered.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's just okay.
Yeah.
But now the relocation to
SA.
To SA.
Uh,
Why and how does that happen?
it got to a point where my dad find an apartment
Sure.
where you took my siblings, my mom, and then you told us we now have a place where
Okay.
we can all live in.
Yeah.
And then that's how I came to SA, my man.
So basically, you know what I mean? Hey guys, so your dad was working the side.
Yeah.
You guys were still living in Zim.
Yeah, he's a
And he-
panel beater.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, now he owns a company.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to your dad. Eh?
yeah.
So he leaves you guys in Zim, to come decide basically, the whole dream of a better life
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of situation.
Yeah.
Finds that he settled,
Yeah.
brings you guys over, and that's how
Yeah.
you guys move over.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, no man, that's cool, man. School, I mean Royal College,
Yeah.
Tulip
Tulip.
as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was school life for you?
I started off in grade 8 at Tulip in Noriport.
Sure.
I used to gamble and all those type of thing. Like, I felt like it was a period where I was still finding myself. I
Sure.
didn't know, what my life. I didn't know, I didn't know how I wanted my life to be. So, and then I changed to Royal College. That's when, in Florida, that's when I met up with the gents.
Sure.
That's when I got introduced to the music industry. Yeah. And it was in grade 11, by the way.
That introduction to music.
Yeah.
Do you remember how that happened? Do you remember
Yeah.
the song that kind of finally pushed you and influenced you?
I don't remember the title, but I remember how it all folded up. Like, it was after school.
Sure.
And then they told me I have to go with them, and then they're gonna take me to a taxi. And then we went to DMD's apartment, only to find out, funny thing is that he never told me he had a studio in his bedroom. And then they were working on this other track, and then they told me, hey, you can just drop a verse if you want to.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's how it all happened. And then they were like, hey, you should record more because you have a recording voice.
That verse that you dropped.
Uh,
Where is it? What happened?
I can say, it wasn't properly recorded,
Yeah.
but I feel like it means a lot to me. Like, I still have it in my PC, like the track.
Drop it. Share the verse with us now.
Too bad to say, man. I don't even remember. Like,
This guy.
like, I'm sorry, my guy.
This guy. What do you mean?
Drop something else.
Yeah,
man.
the first verse that you
Okay.
drop and you don't remember it?
Let me try to,
Yeah.
Channel him.
Okay, it goes like this. I wish I gave you honesty. When I come to think of it, commitment was a part of it. All this hunger inside me is all about the fame. I'm a trap addict in this game. The only thing I'ma put on the map is my name. Yeah, something like that.
Ray the problem.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now tell me. Finally, your stage name. How does that come about? You know what I mean? Why call yourself Ray the problem?
It's ironic how people named me that name.
Yeah.
They call me Ray the problem, yet I come up with the solution.
I mean, hello.
Yeah, it's ironic. Like, I also find it, but that's how they named me.
Sure.
And I'm gonna stick by it, Ray the problem.
So it's everybody else around you that says you Ray the problem.
Yeah, it came in school, that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a problem.
Nah, it was like in varsity by Demlin.
Maybe you're a problem.
I wasn't. There's a problem, which is a problem, and then there's a
Yeah.
problem, that is in a good way. I
Sure.
feel like I'm that kind of
You're a
problem.
good problem.
Yeah, I'm a good problem.
Problems are problems. There's no good thing, man. You just mentioned Damlin. What going to Damlin? What did you go to study? And are you still Damlin?
Yeah, I'm currently doing my third year. I'm doing travel and tourism.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why travel and tourism?
It was a course that I chose because, in grade 12, you go to those kind of trips where they advise you about your career,
Okay.
and then, like, the only thing that I kept in my mind was that they told us that the highest mark that you're gonna get in your matric, you must do something that, has to do with that kind of subject. And then, like, my highest marks was in tourism. So that's how,
So you did tourism as a subject in school.
Yeah,
So-
but it's not a course that I'm doing for the sake of doing. It's something that I love doing.
Sure.
Imagine, like, traveling. I'm an artist, and then I get to travel I won't be needing like travel agency and those kind of things, because like I have the knowledge already.
Sure.
I don't know if you get the point. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you, man.
Thanks.
His name is Ray the Problem. But he's got solutions.
Yeah.
Problematic one, man. Now, Ray, tell me something, dude. You know,
Mm.
when you dropped that first verse, you know, at DMD's apartment, doing
Change.
everything else, you know,
Oh,
in his studio,
yeah.
and everyone around you says, dude, you should be doing this. You make the decision that, cool, yeah, this is what I'm gonna follow. This is what I'm gonna continue doing.
Yeah.
When you go back home and you share this with your parents, that, hey man, look here, me, I'm going into music. What did they say?
Okay, for now, since I came up with Strive and Prosper, you know, there was an incident which happened by the house, but I'm not gonna go into details about that because, you know, okay, I'm gonna tell you the full story.
Sure.
You know, I gave people a platform whereby people were coming to record day and night. I used to
Okay.
even have night sessions.
Where at your house?
Even
Yeah.
like producers, artists used to come with their own producers
Mm.
just to get themselves recorded.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point where, you know, it was getting to be on a daily basis. And then there was this other night, I was chilling in my room, listening to Drake, Scorpion, the new album,
Mm.
you know. And then people broke in our house
Yeah.
wearing balaclavas. The other one had a gun, the other one had a bang.
Sure.
And you know, funny thing is that there was my granny, my dad, my little sister, my little brother. They never went to other rooms. They went straight to my rooms, shouting my name. Where is Raymond? Where is Raymond? You know.
Okay.
So, you know, it traumatized my family to that point where they told me, okay, if you want to do music, you can do it, but you have to, you know, it's going to put everyone at risk.
Yeah.
Because, you know, anything could have happened on that night. So, hey, like, I
But
still,
What is up with that guy? What is the whole
like,
situation
I don't
about?
even understand, man. Like, you get to, like, give someone a platform, but all they want to do is that they want to take all your hard work from you.
Yeah.
Yo.
Did they take anything? Was anybody hurt?
They took the plasma TV. Imagine. And then I was in my room, so I had to, like, protect my room so that they don't take the studio equipment.
Sure.
Yeah.
But your family, anybody hurt?
No. Luckily, no one was hurt.
Man, I'm trying to figure out what did these guys want, Joe?
Obviously, they want the studio. They wanted the studio equipment because
Yeah.
they shouted my name. Obviously, they know me.
So they
And then-
they knew that is your place.
Yeah, my grandma told me she knew one of the guy because of the height and the light skin.
Yeah.
Because it was only one guy was wearing a balaclava, the one that had a gun.
Yeah.
And the other two didn't have balaclavas on. So she told me, I've seen this guy somewhere.
Sure.
Obviously, it was one of the guys that I used to work with. But hey, it just tells you life, man. There are other people out there taking chances. You work for the whole, because I work for my equipment for like since January up to like July, working for equipment. And then they just want to come, take it within minutes. I mean, like, how do you explain that?
Sure.
Yeah, so my parents told me I must finish with my diploma and then, you know, I can do whatever I want, which is music.
Sure.
Yeah.
But in terms of, you know, the whole music thing and everything else, once you decided to do that, did they give you the support in that? Or
Yeah. Like, he even give me his car sometimes when I go to do shows.
Sure. Your
Yeah.
father.
Yeah, it just shows the support that he
Yeah.
has. Yeah. And this other time we you know, we came out, we created, we made CDs. And then he was like, hey, why don't you give me one of your CDs? You know, I never thought he had that kind of support, but it surprised me in a way where even now he drives around with that CD in his taxi.
In his car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But has music always been a part of, you know,
Yeah.
your household?
Yeah. I cannot say it has been part of my family or relatives. I can say it has been part of me.
Sure.
Like, I don't know how to put that, but I feel like I have an ear for music and I have something that has to do with music, you know. Yeah.
So nobody else in your family is musical?
Not that I can think of, but you know that is gonna change now.
Well, you're the first.
Yeah.
You're the first.
Yeah.
His name is Ray the Problem, man. He's just out here. I still can't get over this whole thing. Guys just trying to break in the house and whatever. Like, what
Ooh,
the heck?
yo,
dude?
man. Yo.
What the heck, guy?
Yo.
Huh?
So right now there is beef, I meet around there. There were suspects,
Sure.
but there is no more that same energy that we used to have.
With the guys, obviously,
Yeah.
trying to break in.
Cause
Yeah.
funny thing is that there was this other text that I last received. Like when you do something, like people don't appreciate what you're doing. It got to a point where me and DM, because we the one who came up with this whole idea of starting our own studio,
Sure.
our own photography. I haven't told you about that.
Yeah.
So there's some other people that they just wanna hate.
Jealousy,
Like
man.
I don't even understand that. I don't even.
We're gonna take a bit of a
understand
break, man. Oh, this is some. Hey,
that. Yeah.
I don't get it, guys. I just don't get it, man. But his name is Ray the Problem. He's got a new single that is out. It's changed. We're gonna be playing that a bit later on. Just again, we started off with it at the top of the show. But we're gonna play it again. Don't you worry, man. This is how we do.
Shout
here.
out.
Just stay tuned to the Open Book right here on K Radio. Radio for the people.
K Radio, online and always on point.
Mufftown bumpet, SE bumpet. Get with the style since it's fresh. Libanyana baba wet. Skata mona countess. Skata mona cow break. Kita ungata kaste. Kita ungata kaste. Majita baka basle. Abate bako stante. My dress code very red. Can't tell I can't get. Bina in a kiss mesh. Bina butter, that's my jam. Bina in a kiss mesh. Bina butter, rama jam. Lima leta kaufe. Somebody do some. Somebody do some. Somebody do some. Somebody do some. Professor KT wabaroka wa ET. Hakipeta got that vibe in the 90s. Baba Ring did not feeling my style, vacant tees. Coming ropa kadi pala kadi gong kadi. 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 Coming ropa kadi pala kadi king. Somebody do some. Somebody do some. Somebody do some. Somebody do some. Professor KT wabaroka wa ET. Hakipeta got that vibe in the 90s. Baba Ring did not feeling my style, vacant tees. Keba otla kame ropa kadi pala kadi gong kadi. 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 Kame ropa kadi pala kadi king. Somebody
Professor KT. Talking about peanut butter. It is the open book right here, K Radio, Radio for the People, man. And we are talking to Ray the Problem right here on the open book. Young man from Zim, who really, music happened to him, as I say. You know what I mean? Went up in the studio, got an opportunity, laid down a verse, and everybody else was up and said, "My guy, you've got to do this."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's been doing that, since grade 11 down at Royal College,
Yeah.
where he first recorded his first hip hop song. He actually did this with the likes of Den Life and Swish Rap, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, ever since then, he's actually performed at End of Times Nights Bar,
Yeah.
Pet Chillers, Extension 3 Hours in Cosmos City, and the after party as well.
Yeah.
Now, Ray, Den Life, Swish Rap, are you still working with the guys? Are you still with the guys? What's happening?
Okay, Dan Life is my nigga. Like I can say, okay, let me not say he's my nigga. He's my brother.
Sure.
And then Swish Rap, he was my best friend in high school.
Yeah.
But he had to he's in ciphers now because
Okay.
of school. Yeah. But he's still in the music industry.
Mm.
Yeah. Still records. We still, talk like the same.
Sure.
Same old. Yeah.
Now, I wanna get to you finally decide, all right, cool, I'm gonna do this music thing, I'm following it through and everything else.
Yeah.
The first song that you remember recording, your first full project, what was that?
I can say it was Feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recorded that song. It was the first track that I did on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the first song that I ever did on my own.
How did that track do? How was it received?
You get people, cause I'm on Insta. You can follow me. It's Life of Ray, Triple Two. Yeah, so I get reactions. You get a lot of people, producers who wanna do features with you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they receive the song. But even though I don't wanna go that public with my work, I just tryna build, something that is concrete from where I'm at, locally, to a point where I would say, okay, now I'm safe to go, public. Yeah.
But why did you wanna go public with your work?
I can say, it takes a lot of work. Plus, I'm a full-time student.
Sure.
Yeah. So most of the time I need to study. So that type of thing, when you have to comment or reply on whatever people say on your music.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of time, I can say.
But I'd love to think that once you complete school and everything else, then you.
Yeah, I'll do music full time, best believe.
How much longer do you still have in terms of school?
I'm finishing this year. I have two exams to go.
Sure.
Yeah, and then my graduation is next year in June.
Yeah.
Yeah, if everything goes well.
No,
Yeah.
everything is gonna go well, man.
Yeah, I pray. I
You
pray
gotta
it
be
goes
positive,
well. Yeah.
That's just what it is, man. Now, Strive and Prosper Records.
Yeah.
That name.
Yeah.
That name. I actually, I guess it would mean different things to different people. You look at that and Strive and Prosper. As I say, we all go through our different challenges.
Yeah.
But I mean, to you personally, what does that mean?
Yo, it means a lot to me. I feel like the name explains itself. To strive and to prosper. Me with the gents, with my niggas, we always have that mentality where, you have to work for everything in order to get where you wanna be. So it got to a point where we started music and then we thought it was just gonna be like that. And then, we matured to a point where we told ourselves, okay, we need to invest in ourselves. That's where, so the investment, you have to work.
Sure.
Because we students. Right now, I work part-time, So I don't mind grinding day and night just to get where I want to be. Yeah. So that's the strive. And to prosper, best believe, man, it's going to happen.
Sure.
You I tell you, man, next year is gonna be
It's
a
gonna
whole
happen.
different story. Yeah.
Trevor, I want to bring you in here because you mentioned earlier on that Strive and Prosper resonated with you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And hence you gravitating. You're working with the customer.
Yeah.
what's your part in the bigger scheme of things?
At this point in time, I'd like to think of myself as a mouthpiece,
Sure.
possibly for the entire movement. You know, a lot of the times, as you mentioned, because of the fact that you're dealing with not only creatives but functioning human beings,
Yeah.
not all of their time can be dedicated to hooking gigs up,
Yeah,
Yeah.
seeing to interviews,
Sure.
that sort of thing. So I'd like to think of myself as a representative
Mm.
for
Yeah.
Strive and Prosper.
Yeah.
And once again, like I said, I resonate with the fact that it's Strive and Prosper regardless of current circumstances. You
Yeah.
know? Like everyone comes from their own walk of life. Everyone has their own struggle, their own journey. And I just want to be able to give the guys through this entire movement an option for that story to be told
Yeah.
to the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
shout
yeah.
out.
And I guess, you know, also earlier on you were just mentioning about West Rand, really, if we're honest, there aren't many,
Absolutely.
you know, opportunities, if we can put it that way, you know, for
Exactly.
the upcoming guys and all of that. Because a lot of media houses are based in the
In
north
the north.
and all those kind of
Exactly.
things. Studios and everything else, they're not the side and all. There
Mm.
aren't a lot in the west and everything
Exactly.
Yeah.
else. So to the upcoming cats and everything else, you know, how or what message do you have for them to continue to strive
Mm.
and to prosper, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really good question.
Yeah.
I don't even think I would have been able to answer a question like this like 3 months ago. So it's crazy that you're asking me now.
Yeah.
But I just feel like when you view your story, when you view your life, the biggest issue we face is comparing ourselves to the next man, comparing ourselves to what the next man's blessing may be. And I feel like encouraging ourselves with the ideology that your story is obviously going to be entirely different to the next man's
Mhm.
Yeah.
is how you find gold, if that makes sense. Like, you'd only know what the outcome is going to be should you persist, should you continue in whatever your
Yeah.
passion may be,
Yeah.
whether
Yeah.
that's musical creativity, whether that's visual creativity, whatever that may be. So
Yeah.
all I can say is don't give up. Don't
Yeah.
give up, man. Just keep
Always
pushing.
strive.
Always strive, always
Yeah.
prosper, man. At
Yeah.
some point, it will manifest.
Yeah.
all
Everything
I
has
can
its
say.
own time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think trusting that time is the first step, you know?
Yeah.
I think that may be.
Ray, I want to ask you this. I mean, studio time. Studio time is it's a problem. Yeah, because I mean, you got a lot of artists and everything else, and it's I need studio time and all of those kind of things.
Yeah.
I get charged and everything else.
Yeah.
You just mentioned, you know, the incident that you guys went through, you know, that whole horrific experience
Yeah.
and all that, of people just rocking up in your house and all of that.
Yeah.
And I can understand, you know, your parents, your family saying, dude, hold on with this whole thing.
Yeah.
But are you still open to, you know, young cats coming through or anybody else who wants studio time to utilize your studio?
Okay, you know, right now we're looking for apartment. But you know, when you talk about studio time, like we just coming from a studio right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Mid
Like
session.
like I'm open for studio session whenever I'm free. Yeah. I just wanna, you know, like I feel like I've grown in a studio to that point where I cannot go like 3 months without being in a studio.
Yeah.
That would be like punishing myself.
When do we get the album, dude?
The album. right now I'm working on an EP.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be released before December.
Mm.
An album I can say we see next year.
2019.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
2019.
man.
EP. I mean, what's the name called? You know, what's the name of the EP? Who you working with on the EP? You know.
Okay, right now, I'm working with D's. Definitely is gonna be on the album.
Shout
Sure.
out D's
Switch
the nice
Rap.
kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Switch Rap, Dan Life. Those are the main artists on the album.
Mm.
Sure.
Yeah. The rest we still gonna see how we construct everything together. Yeah.
For the EP, that. is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd love to hear that, man. I'd love to hear that. Now,
You will.
Change. I heard it for the first time last week, and I was like, I like this. You know,
Shout
I
out.
like this. It's dope.
Shout
It's
out.
dope. I think it's, I
Yeah.
like where this is going.
Yeah.
Shout
Type
out.
of situation.
Yeah.
what's change about? You know, what's the whole track about, and what were you going through when you wrote that track?
Okay, change. It's all about, we never changed. We get a lot of people saying that now you got the studio, you changing, you switching up on us. Now that you go to radio or you go to shows, you flexing on us. Whereby it's not that case. We never changed. Like we're still the old. It's just that we like kind of busy nowadays. Yeah. But I'm still the same radio problem. Like I never changed.
But you're supposed to change. You're supposed to grow, my guy. You can't be the same person as what you were last year. Different experiences.
All I can say is change personality-wise. Like as a person, you have to elevate. You have to always make a better of yourself. And we've done that in the past few years. Like there's whole lot of, elevation, whatever you can call it. Yeah.
You gotta strive to prosper.
Yeah, but I never changed. Like personality-wise, I'm still the old me. Like, yeah.
Bigger things though.
Yeah, onto bigger things.
Rate the problem, change. That's the latest single that is out right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is it available for downloads? Where can we get it?
Right now you can get it on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a music video for it, and it's done. We're just waiting for the release date.
When is the release date?
Okay, I can say in 2 weeks' time.
We want that music video.
Yeah, you will.
We want that music video.
Yo, you
man.
should see
We want
it.
that music video.
You should-
Change.
I never change. Now I got change. Couple of rags right in the bank. Shit ain't the same. Shit ain't the same. I used to ask for change. Now I got change in the bank. I'm about to run out my rags. Change. I never change. I had to run on my racks. Double up, closing the safe. Shit ain't the same. Niggas they lie like the real. I see the right in your face. I'm never scared. I look the death in the face. I tell her give me some space. Now I got racks. Tell me she love me. Tell me she love me. Tell me she love me. Shit ain't the same. I used to ask for change. Now I got money in the bank. Hey, hey. She said that she love me. She used to hate me. Shit ain't the same. I promise mama she gon' live better right for the fam. I am a dog, they got me loose. I am a dog, I need some chains right on my neck. Just like a rule, I know that I'm rude. Please can you pardon me? All of my niggas, we came up from nothing. We had to sleep up on the dead sprite. What you know about that life? Nigga, we living right. I ain't got no time. She my wife tonight. What you know about the life? Nigga, we living right. I ain't got no type. I got daddy's price. I never change, I never change. These niggas change right in my face. I never change, I never change. These niggas change right in my face. I never change. I never. The shit ain't a joke. No. Couple of racks, right in the bank. I never change, I never change. I need the change right in my bank. I never change. The shit ain't the same. I'm on some big amounts. I need a big amount. We need some bigger checks. Me and my team are right.
I never change. I had to get on the stage. I had to put out my name. Not that I pull up with rags. Bitches be asking my age. Bitches be like you know bread. Shit, she can't even bake. Damn, my life is a movie. I might just buy a casino. My she white. I call her Obino. I know she wise. She's popping it white. I hit it right. The future looks bright. We took a flight. Right to Dubai. I hit a massage. Eye to eye. We see eye to eye. If you're the one, I ain't gon' buy. Louis V on my waist, that ain't no lie. I'ma be getting, you know that I grind. Grinding like I got nothing to lose. Can't try and reach out to the top, might be excuse. Pick up the phone like a nigga Jesus. Now they say I got the juice. Fuck on my face, that shit is fake. That shit is fake. Fuck on my face. Face. Fuck on my face. Fuck on my lane. Used to chill at the lake. Andale. Only the weekend we late. Ain't got no time for the rest. I'm gone. Gone.
I never change, I never change. These niggas change right in my face. I never change. The shit in the drip. Couple of wrecks, right in the bank. I never change, I never change, I never change. Right in my bank, I never change. The shit ain't the same. I'm on some big amounts. I need a big amount. We need some bigger checks. Me and my team are right.
Hey, yo, wait up. Another thing is that, yo, like I was never prepared. I'm sorry. Like, yo,
wait,
I
hold
owe
on,
you this.
man.
I swear I'ma come through.
Ray, the problem change.
What?
That's the name of the track, man.
you got it,
You featuring Dead Life on that one?
Yeah, Dane Life.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
And I mean,
out
you're
to
saying
him.
the beat. Who did that?
It was Pespo.
Okay.
Pespo Entertainment. Yeah.
Shout out to you, Pespo.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Pespo. I like that beat.
Yeah.
I like that beat, man. Huh?
Thanks, man.
Oh man. From here onwards, you know, I mean, after you graduate and everything else, musically, I know you said, you know, you're gonna be dropping your album next year,
Yeah.
but you know, what's next? You know, what are your other plans?
Okay, right now for 2018, you know, we just gotta make sure that we have 2 singles that are unreleased.
Yeah.
If we can like shoot music video for those 2 singles, and then we combine it, like with my nigga, you know, he has 2 other projects of his own, and I come up with my 2, and then we put it together as an EP
Sure.
before December, and we shoot at least 3 music videos for those.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our short goal. Yeah.
Any performances? Any shows that you guys are planning on doing?
Yeah, like on Friday we have a show at 239 show down in Bram.
Okay.
You know, we're gonna be performing with the
Check
likes
it
of
out, check it
Makiza. Shout out to
Oh,
Cizo Manizo.
Shout out to Makiza,
You know,
man.
yeah.
Makiza's dope. This is
Yeah,
my- I dig
Yeah,
that
like
guy.
shout out
I
to
dig that guy.
yeah, though.
I think you and him must do a track together.
Yeah, who
You and
knows?
Makiza must do a track.
Who knows, man?
Yeah?
Yeah. You never know what tomorrow holds.
Let's make it happen, my guy.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. Strive and prosper. I mean, are you looking at signing on any new artists, like in the near future, maybe even next year, whatever it is, after your album drops?
Okay, right now I can say there's like 4 people on the map of Strive and Prosper.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone bring different thing on the table. That's why we work as a team, because we can't be 4 people in Strive and Prosper having the same flows, same, you know. So yeah, we 4 right now, but in near future, yeah, we're gonna sign some artists, some dope artists. Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely just be looking out for that one. We'll definitely just be looking out for that one. Trevor, my guy, as readies himself for the 16. Dude, there's no way any rapper comes in here and does not give us 16 bars. There's absolutely no way.
Tell
No,
him, Pops. Tell him, Pops.
That's how it goes.
Tell him, Pops.
Hashtag 16 bar challenge. Check it out. That's what we're doing here. So why do you think, Trevor? I mean, I know you say you're not one for the mic.
Yes, sir. More
But I
behind
mean,
the scenes,
as
more behind the
an
scenes.
artist, you know, sketches and all of that. What's happening with you? You know, I mean, what can we look forward to?
On my end, a lot's actually happening on my end. Not so much a showcase of anything at this point,
Sure.
but in the near future, I'm hoping to collaborate on projects like this, on various entertainers' projects, in order to get that point across, man. Because at the end of the day, my work has my respect. It's now my, I would say, opportunity to find out if the next person thinks that, you know. So yeah, I don't want to speak too much because I don't believe in speaking prior to action being made, but just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye
Yeah.
out. for
But in
Strive
terms
and
of what
Prosper,
you
man.
do, you know, I mean, what do you just do sketches? You do
I'm actually a forex trader.
okay.
Yeah, by like day-to-day occupation.
Yeah.
So I trade foreign currencies. So if any of your listeners want to find out how to trade forex, check
Let's do
out
that.
Tevin Lee 7
Yeah.
on Instagram.
And then you do
And
the sketching.
yeah, and then sketching is just something that I do on the side.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, that's cool. But I think the whole arts and fine arts movement and everything else, it's one that we've neglected.
I think so.
You know, it is one that we've neglected. I mean, we're having a conversation just now, a couple of weeks back. around hip hop culture and how the hip hop culture has always been, you know, the DJ,
The dancer.
beatboxer, dancer, and then the graffiti artist.
Yeah.
So you know, it's always just encompassed all those people and
Yeah.
everything. But it just seems like, you know, modern day hip hop culture has
Encompasses
sort of
so much more, man.
like separated all of that, or not even paid attention to the artist.
That is true. That is true.
You know, so it's been
And
the
I've-
DJ
And the musician as such up until this
yeah.
point. When it's actually a part and parcel production, if I could put it that way.
Sure.
I just feel like in SA, it's not so much that we're backwards, but we have neglected to offer certain avenues to people who are multi-talented, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
obviously, because of our industry being music-based, you've got a platform for your artist.
Sure.
I feel like possibly taking Strive and Prosper to a point where you can go out into a community, establish a center whereby kids in your community can come through and learn that if they wanted to take sketching further,
True.
they'd have the opportunity of becoming a cartoonist or I don't know, 3D designer, or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So at this point, we're still in our rudimentary phase, if I could put it that way, but we're definitely looking at growth for the next 5 years, 10 years, even 20 years, God willing.
Let's do that, man. Let the
Yeah,
movement
man.
go out. Let the movement
Yeah, man.
strive and prosper.
Yeah.
That's what you guys
Straight
are
up,
gonna do.
straight
Yeah.
up.
Social media handles.
I'm at Tevin Lee.
Yeah.
That's TEVNLEE, and then the number 7, Tevin Lee 7, and then my boy Ray is
life_off_Ray 222.
yeah man.
Life
Check us out.
underscore
Check us
off
out. Check
Ray.
us out.
Underscore yeah, life_off
Triple scores all
underscore
the
yeah. And I have like 2 accounts on Insta. Straight up problem essay.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Also got a couple other boys that we'd like to bring through at a later stage with your blessing, pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's Tevin Lee 7
Yeah.
on Insta.
That's on Insta.
Alright, no, it's cool, man. That's so dope, guys. You know, I dig the movement. I love what you guys are standing for and all those kind of things, man. Ray, as you say, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, my guy, drop us a 16.
Okay. Like I said, I'm a recording artist, but you know,
Run
like
it.
like how you're asking, you know, I
Run
should.
it. Don't worry, dude. Just
Yeah.
drop it. Anything.
You get a beat.
I could kick a beat.
Okay, let me go. It's just some couple of lines.
Doesn't matter, my guy.
It's ironic how they call me Raider Problem, 'cause I always come up with the solution. Black Box gang go crazy. You got on my divas, you lazy. And you fool for gazy. I'm a dark-skinned little nigga, call me melanin. Funny enough, I embrace it. I'm the type of nigga that go bring your big bro when it's time to fire smoke. Damn, I be looking so fresh, like I just hopped out of a plane. Shout out to Caesar, my nigga. Shout out to Caesar, my nigga. She the realest. Yo, my apology, you know, I was never ready. But best believe, next time when I pull up, I'ma do justice. Like,
It doesn't matter, my guy. You always gotta be ready right here. It's the open book. It's the back room, man. We just dig it, dude. Once more, where can we get the track? Where can we get a hold of you?
okay, I just, like I said, it's Radar Problem essay on Insta. My tracks are on SoundCloud. The moment when you go on my Insta, you're gonna see a
Link in your bio.
a link in my bio.
Yeah.
That's saying you're gonna see all my tracks.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. It's cool, man. Tevin,
Yes, sir.
dude, salute to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Salute
for
to
having
you.
us.
Shout out.
Appreciate it.
Problem.
Thanks, my guy.
Thank you so
Check
much.
the guys out, man, on social medias, on Insta. And all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
man.
Please
Keep all
do,
the guys
please
out.
do, please do.
Let's support, strive, and prosper. I did that whole movement and everything else, man.
Shout out.
It is K Radio, radio for the people. We out here in the backyard, man.
We out.
Thank you, sir.